Emma had exposed the evidence. Cherry's deception was coming to light. But would justice finally be served? Or would the office politics crush her before she could reclaim everything she worked so hard for? The morning of the final review felt heavier than any Emma had experienced. The conference room at Brightcheck Solutions was filled with murmurs, the usual office chatter replaced by an almost tangible tension. Every eye seemed to be on her as she walked in, her laptop bag in hand, Fred and Molly following discreetly behind her. Cherry sat at the head of the table, her posture flawless, her smile carefully practiced, but Emma could see the slightest tremor in her hands. Even Benson, leaning against a nearby wall, looked less smug than usual, eyes narrowed, calculating every possible outcome. Emma took a deep breath and began. She laid out her evidence systematically, draft versions, timestamps, email threads, and project logs showing step by step how her ideas had been appropriated. Each piece of documentation she presented told a story. The late nights, the brainstorming sessions, the creative decisions, all originally hers. The room was silent except for her voice, steady and firm, resonating with the conviction she had been nurturing since Cherry's betrayal. Cherry tried to interrupt, her voice smooth, full of practiced charm. Emma, I think you're exaggerating. This was a team effort, we all contributed. Emma cut her off, calm but commanding. I appreciate teamwork, Cherry, but these are timestamps of files that were created, edited, and submitted before you ever claimed them. Every suggestion, every innovation, every final decision, it originated with me. The evidence is clear, and it's indisputable. Fred, sitting across the table, nodded slightly, his eyes meeting Emma's in silent support. Molly's hand trembled as she pushed a folder toward the management team, the one containing copies of all the original files Emma had compiled. Even Benson's expression changed, a flicker of concern crossing his usually confident face. Management exchanged glances, whispering among themselves. The murmurs grew louder, tension rising as the weight of the evidence became impossible to ignore. Cherry's face paled slightly, her practiced smile faltering. She realized, perhaps for the first time, that the carefully constructed facade she had relied upon was crumbling. Daniel, the senior project manager who had quietly supported Emma from the start, finally spoke. We've reviewed the evidence, and it is clear that the work submitted under Cherry's name was originally Emma's. This constitutes a serious breach of trust and professional ethics. Measures will be taken immediately to rectify this situation. Cherry's lips pressed into a thin line, and for the first time, she seemed vulnerable. Benson's eyes darted around the room, his mind racing for a way to salvage the situation, but Emma's calm confidence and irrefutable proof left him powerless. Fred let out a quiet sigh of relief beside Emma, and Molly smiled softly, pride evident in her eyes. Emma felt a surge of triumph, but she remained composed. She had fought this battle not with anger or revenge, but with meticulous preparation and unwavering determination. Cherry's manipulation had been exposed, and now the office, her colleagues, management, and even those who had doubted her could see the truth. The final announcement came later that afternoon. Emma would lead Project Luminary, her promotion restored, her achievements fully recognized. Cherry would be reassigned, facing consequences for her deceit, while Benson's schemes were quietly noted by management, curbing his influence. Fred and Molly came by her desk afterward, smiling, congratulating her. Their support, their belief in her abilities, had made all the difference. As Emma looked out over the office, she realized that the experience had changed her. She had learned the bitter reality of workplace betrayal, yes, but she had also discovered her resilience, her courage, and the power of integrity. No one could steal her creativity, her ambition, or her determination. Not Cherry, not Benson, not anyone. She had claimed her victory through skill, patience, and strategic thinking. Sitting back at her desk, Emma allowed herself a rare smile. Fred and Molly lingered nearby, quietly celebrating with her. Even the office atmosphere seemed to shift, a subtle acknowledgement that justice had been restored, and that true talent and perseverance could not be denied. And so, Emma's story concluded, a story of betrayal, courage, and ultimate triumph. But it was more than just her victory. It was a lesson for anyone navigating the treacherous waters of ambition. Trust carefully, act strategically, and never let anyone steal your dreams. If you enjoyed Emma's journey from betrayal to triumph, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story of suspense, drama, and victory. And remember, this is just one story among many. Stay tuned, because the world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered, and next time, it could be even more shocking.